Okay, team. Today we're going to go over how to dispatch a tow truck for mile using the new Agiro system. They are switching away from urgently going forward. So, if after you do your claim as normal, you'll be dispatching through here instead of logging into urgently and doing it. So, there will be a link on Scope to access the website. It is app.joinswoop.com. You will be provided with either mine or Anna's login to access the website. So, let's see, get logged in here real quick. All right, so you may be asked to send a 6-digit verification code. If so, that will be forwarded to the insurer agent's email address. Let's see here. Let me get my email pulled up. There it is. All right, so to start the job, you're going to need a couple of pieces of information. Um, so right here is where you go to start the job, new job there. And is the customer at a safe location? Hopefully they are. Um, we would say yes to that. Then we would need the customer's policy number. So you would get that from logging into Pace. And after you've filed your claim number and everything, you're going to need that in your notes. But you add your policy number and the customer's first and last name. Let's see. All right. So once you have the customer's name, let's see, Tommy Trucker in there. You're going to need to add their contact info. All right. So going down, and you're going to need the vehicle VIN number. This is going to be important because based off of the type, the vehicle VIN, this should let the tow truck know what kind of truck he needs to bring. Um, if for some reason you can't get the VIN out of Pace, you can use the make and model. If you have questions about where to find the VIN, definitely let someone know and we'll help you out with that. But let's say they have an Acura Integra Type S. That would be nice. 2024. It's going to be a black one. The stuff that's highlighted in blue are the things that must be included in order for us to tow the vehicle. As you see, the year, make, model, VIN, not so necessary, but we need that in there. That's going to be the easiest thing. The rest of it should kind of just autofill once you do that. There's two different types of services that we could provide. We could do ASAP, which is going to be right then. They need someone to come out and pick them up right then. Or we can schedule it for later. Um, During our meeting, they said that they normally don't have a lot of that and couldn't really remember a time that they used it recently. But I doubt we'll be doing too much scheduling for a different time or date. But let's go ahead and, for now, using ASAP. And the symptom. So, what is the problem? They want to know, what was it due to an accident? Now the car needs towing, or they need a jump, dead battery, flat tire, EV out of charge. Same thing, like, it's just these new cars say that they didn't stop at a charging station in time. That's what that would be. Um, they're locked out of their car, or the motor just quit running while they were going down the road, other or out of fuel, or they're stuck in a ditch or something. They may need to just be pulled out. Let's say that it was due to, let's see, locked out. Okay. So the service is lockout. It says, is the customer with the vehicle? Yes or no. If no, your other questions may change. Is the vehicle running? No. Where are the keys in it? They're inside the vehicle. She locked them in. Our pet's locked inside. No, let's hope they're not. Low clearance. Really not sure. She didn't mention anything about being in a parking garage or whatever. Now, in the notes, here is where you want to include the details. This is going to be notes for the tow truck driver. So if he needs to know something like, insured has stuck a blue shirt in their window to let the tow truck driver know that this is their car, or the insured is going to be inside the store when the tow truck driver arrives, to call whenever he gets there. Whatever notes that need to be, well, whatever information that tow truck needs to know, put that here. We also have internal notes as well. Um, Only the dispatcher sees these, which is us. We're the dispatcher. So those do not go to the tow truck driver. I don't think we're going to be entering any notes there. Mainly in the job detail. Just anything that the tow truck driver needs to know. Now, the cool thing about this is, let's say that they can't tell you where they are. And I know that I've had this personally. Somebody was on the side of the interstate and we were literally trying to find them. Oh, I passed a bridge about 20 minutes ago, and I know that I'm coming up on a bridge, but could not tell us what two bridges they were at, nor did they see a mile marker. It took us a long time to find her. But had we had this option, I do believe we would have been able to find that insured a lot faster. So by clicking on request location, that is going to send a text message to the phone number that you have here. Okay, so if this is a landline, it will not work. I don't know why they would give you a landline to contact them, but hopefully they gave you their cell phone. Um, there's another way. Once the insured gets that, they're going to allow access to their location. It's going to come via a text message. Once they have allowed Agiro access to their location, then this should update here. And we would just need to add where the vehicle needs to be towed. There's let's see, if the drop off is a military base, what kind of drop off? Is this a residence? Is it a repair facility? Mark the type of drop off it's going to be. If the car is blocking traffic, make sure you put that in there. That way they can get someone out there as fast as possible to get that vehicle out of the way. We definitely don't want any of our insureds blocking traffic. But once you have, let's see, set your location on the highway. Leisure Park Circle. And at a residence. And they're going to take it to their house. Let's say that their house was, well, they're going to take it to the shop. There we go. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Boom. Now, people with regular towing will be able to be towed up to 50 miles at first. Now, they will be um, changing that later to the amount the insured pays for, but everyone at first will get up to 50. Um, from that point, if it's over 50 miles, when we put in the tow and click on create job, the insured will receive a text message asking them to pay the difference in the amount of coverage they have and for the extra miles. If they do not pay the difference, they will not tow it. Um, and that's just as simple as that. Or they would either have to pick a closer location that is within the limits of their policy, within the radius, so to say. Um, Now the pickup person, this is probably going to be the insured Tommy Trucker, of course. Drop off contact, that is if it's at a shop and Phil at the tire department is going to be taking over the vehicle once I drop it off. So we would need to put a drop off contact. It's not mandatory that we put that. If Tommy is likely going to be picking his car up from that place. Um, Now, as you see, coverage. There's a tow 25 and a tow 50, accident only. Um, this is where that will come into play. Like I said at first, we would do up to the tow 50. And since it says I do not have the coverage, it did not recognize my policy, it's wanting to send me the text link so that I can pay for my tow. So that's going to help us out a good little bit. So if an insured does need a tow, but they do not have the coverage, they would be able to still get the tow. They would just have to come out of pocket for it. But essentially, I mean, they would still have their car taken off the side of the road, which is the most important part. Um, so that's pretty much how you create the job. Once you have created the job, then it will go into the pending. The job will show pending until a tow truck driver arrives on site. When he arrives on site, it'll go into the monitoring phase and then over into the done. You will be able to click on any of the in progress, pending, scheduled, these tasks up here to see, like where a tow truck driver is or how far out they are from an insured. I know we have people sometimes that call us back, want to know how much longer they're going to be. We would be able to go in here and click on the job and see exactly when someone will be arriving. I'm going to attach a PowerPoint to this as well that will explain the different tabs across the top. And as always, make sure that you're documenting everything you do in your call tracker notes. And if you have questions, make sure you're asking a lead or supervisor.